My wife stole $75,000 from our house fund to help her sister, then ran away without a word. Now, she wants me to fix what she's ruined. I'm 34, male, and I never thought I'd end up here, writing this down like some kind of cautionary tale. I guess I thought my marriage would be different. Turns out, you never really know someone until they go and stab you in the back, especially when it's over something you've busted your ass for. I've been with my wife, well, ex-wife now, for 8 years. We had this whole plan, right? Save up for a house, get out of our crappy apartment, and finally settle down somewhere we could call our own. I'm a mechanic, so money doesn't exactly fall from the sky. Every dollar I made, I treated like it was the last. We had a savings account specifically for that house, our future. Every penny from overtime, every Christmas bonus, everything went into that fund. We were sitting on about $120,000. That was our house fund. Ours. Then one night, I'm sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone, and I get an email alert from the bank. You know, one of those big transaction warnings. $75,000. Gone. At first, I thought maybe it was fraud. There's no way in hell I'd move that much money without knowing, right? I rush upstairs where my wife was folding laundry in the bedroom. Hey, I start, trying to keep my cool even though my stomach's already doing flips. Did you move some money from the house fund? She doesn't say anything at first, just stands there, staring at the pile of laundry like it's gonna save her from this conversation. Yeah, I did. She finally mutters, barely loud enough for me to hear. I just froze, my heart's pounding. Why the hell didn't you tell me? She looks at me, and that's when I see it. That flicker of panic in her eyes. She knew. She knew what she'd done was wrong. I gave it to my sister, she says, like it's the most normal thing in the world. She needed it. She was in trouble. Your sister? I spit the words out, half laughing because I can't even believe what I'm hearing. You gave $75,000 to your sister? Without even asking me? It wasn't like that, she says quickly, her voice going all defensive. She was in debt. She needed help. What was I supposed to do? Just let her lose everything. Yes, I shout, my hands in the air. Is it not screwing over our future? Yes. Now her face hardens. You don't understand. She's family. I had to help her. She was desperate. I swear to God. I felt like my brain was short-circuiting. Family? What the hell am I? Some guy paying bills for your side of the family? We're supposed to be building a future here. You're obsessed with money, she shouts back, her arms crossed now, like she's trying to win an argument, like she has some sort of moral high ground. It's not like we can't save more. It's not the end of the world. Obsessed with money? I say, laughing again. But it's that angry laugh, the kind that comes out when you're seconds away from losing it. This wasn't just money. This was our house. This was the plan, the dream, and you threw it away without even talking to me. For your sister, who's a goddamn mess. She flinches at that because she knows I'm right. Her sister's always been a mess, constantly borrowing money, in and out of jobs, relationships falling apart left and right. And my wife? She's always there to clean it up, dragging us into it every time. I didn't want to fight about it, she says, almost like a child. Her arms drop and she looks at me with those big pleading eyes. I thought I could help her and we'd move on. I'm shaking my head, pacing now, because I can't even look at her. You didn't want to fight, so you lied to me. You stole from me, from us, to give it to someone who probably won't ever pay us back. She looks down and I know. She knows that I'm right. I didn't steal it, she says weakly. I thought I could fix it. Fix it? How? You can't just pull 75 grand out of thin air. And even if you could, what about the trust? You think we can just keep moving forward, like nothing happened? And that's when it hit me. She didn't think about us, not once. Not when she gave away our savings. Not when she lied to my face. I could feel this crushing weight on my chest, and I knew I couldn't stay there. Not right then. I needed air, space, something. I didn't say another word. I grabbed my keys, walked out the door, and drove. I ended up at a buddy's place, told him what happened, and crashed on his couch for a few days. I thought maybe she'd come to her senses, maybe she'd apologize, try to make things right. But when I finally went back to our place to talk things through, she was gone. Half the house was packed up. No note, no text, nothing. It's like she didn't even give a damn, just packed up and left. I didn't know if I was supposed to feel relieved or heartbroken. I mean, on one hand, I was furious. She stole our future and handed it over to her screw-up sister. On the other, though, it felt like my life had just been flipped upside down, and I wasn't sure where to go from there. Weeks went by. I kept my head down, focused on work. But I won't lie. There were nights I couldn't sleep. Nights where I just kept replaying everything in my head. Every argument, every little moment where I wondered if maybe I'd missed something. But then, out of the blue, she called. It was late. I didn't recognize the number, but I answered anyway. "Hey," she said, her voice soft, like she was testing the waters. "It's me." I didn't say anything. I wasn't going to make this easy for her. She didn't deserve easy. I need to explain. I almost hung up. Almost. But part of me wanted to hear what bullshit excuse she was going to come up with this time. "What is there to explain?" I said, my voice cold. "You gave away our savings, and then you ran." That's the whole story. There was silence for a beat. I could hear her breathing, like she was trying to figure out how to spin this. My sister. She screwed me over. She finally admitted. She took the money, and she's gone. I haven't heard from her in weeks. I was wrong. I leaned back on the couch, my anger bubbling up again. "Oh, now you're sorry? Now that she's taken off with our money, now you care?" "No, it's not like that," she said quickly, her voice shaky. "I made a mistake. I see that now. I should have talked to you." "Yeah, you should have," I snapped. "But you didn't. You went behind my back. And for what? Now you're left with nothing, and you want me to feel bad for you?" "I don't know what else to do," she whispered, her voice breaking. "I don't have anyone else." I laughed. "I couldn't help it. You didn't have me when you made that choice. Why should I be here to pick up the pieces now?" She started crying, and I'll admit, part of me wanted to feel bad, but I was too angry, too hurt to care. "I was wrong," she said between sobs. "I know I messed up, but I love you. I need you. Please, let's fix this. I'll do whatever it takes." I shook my head, even though she couldn't see it. "You don't get it. It's not about fixing it. You broke the trust, the respect. That's not something you can just patch up. You can't buy that back with an apology." She was sobbing now, and for a second, I felt a pang of sympathy, but that faded fast. I couldn't let her back in. I wasn't going to be manipulated by her tears this time. "You made your choice," I said, my voice cold and final. "You chose her. Now you have to live with that." I hung up before she could say anything else. Over the next few weeks, she kept trying to reach out. Calls, texts, even showing up at my work once, crying, begging me to take her back. She'd say she'd cut off her sister, that she'd make it right, but I knew better. She was just trying to weasel her way back in, and I wasn't about to let that happen. I'd already given her too many chances. Then I found out she'd been telling some of our mutual friends that I abandoned her, that I didn't care about her family, and that I'd left when things got tough. Total bullshit. But that's what people like her do. They twist the story, make themselves the victim. I wasn't surprised, just disappointed. She couldn't own up to what she did, not fully. Even when everything fell apart, it was still easier for her to blame someone else. Her sister. Me. Me. Anyone but herself. She even showed up at my apartment one night. It was late, and I could hear her banging on the door before I even got up from the couch. Part of me thought about ignoring it, but I knew she wasn't the type to go away quietly. I swung the door open, and there she was, soaked from the rain, looking like a complete wreck. But I wasn't moved. Not this time. "What do you want?" I asked, my voice flat. "Can we talk? Please." She pleaded, looking at me with those eyes that used to make me cave. "But not tonight." I crossed my arms. "Talk about what?" "How you threw our life away. How you've been lying to everyone, making me the bad guy." She flinched, but pushed forward. I made a mistake. I thought I was doing the right thing, and I was wrong. I see that now. And what? You want me to just forget about it? I shot back, not holding back my frustration. You think some tears and a few apologies are going to fix this? You gave away everything we worked for, and then walked out like it was nothing. I didn't know what else to do, she yelled, her voice breaking again. I thought I could fix it before it got this bad. But you didn't. I cut her off, my voice rising. You couldn't. And you still don't get it. This isn't about the money. It's about trust. You didn't even respect me enough to tell me what was going on. She took a step closer, her hands shaking. I love you. I didn't want to lose you. I just stared at her. You already did. Her face crumpled, and she stepped back like I'd hit her. But I wasn't going to soften. Not after everything. I can't trust you, I said, voice low but firm. Not anymore. And without trust, what's left? She opened her mouth like she was going to argue, but then stopped. Her shoulders slumped, and for the first time, I saw it. She finally got it. This wasn't something she'd just fix with an apology. She had shattered something that couldn't be repaired. I'm sorry, she whispered, tears streaming down her face. I really am. I didn't say anything. I didn't need to. I stepped back, closed the door, and that was that. I stood there for a minute, just listening to the rain and her footsteps fading away. It should have felt like closure, but honestly, it just felt empty, like the weight of everything was finally settling in. The months that followed were quiet. She stopped calling. I moved forward. There wasn't some dramatic comeback. No big resolution. It was just life, day by day, rebuilding myself after the betrayal. In the end, I guess I learned that trust is a hell of a lot harder to rebuild than money. I can earn more. I can save again. But once someone breaks that trust, it's like a mirror. It'll never look the same, no matter how hard you try to glue it back together. So yeah, that's my story. Not looking for sympathy, but if you're out there and someone's screwing you over like this, don't wait around for them to fix it. Trust your gut, and don't let them pull you back in with pretty words and empty promises. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear them. So please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more stories like this one.